Welcome to another episode of Halftime Adjustment. It's your man Eddie Arnell, my man G Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
So,
Dude.
Cardiac
Titans,
man. I'm gonna tell you another game that goes down to the wire, literally.
Literally. And you said it right. Literally.
You go down to a blocked field goal. I mean, what a sequence of events.
What
in
a
that game.
crazy last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, the sequence of events leading up to the last part of that game, man, it was wild, it was crazy. It almost had some Music City Miracle kind of essence to it. But man, I'm gonna tell you, when this team looked like it was gonna fold up and take
they
it to
came
the
back,
house,
man.
They came back once again, and maybe you gotta give a shout out to Tannehill, man, for running tough.
Hey, man, he ran hard, man. I had to give him his props, man. He surprised me. He surprised me a lot.
And then he got him tossed smack after he trucked that DB in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I mean, what a football game. Wire to wire, you know.
Well, I would say this. That was without a doubt the most entertaining game the Titans played this year. Without a doubt. I mean, that was just flat out entertaining. Even though the defense really didn't play that well, just seeing the offense finally getting together, doing some things, actually seeing a game plan that fits what another defense can't do. I mean, that was the great thing about it, man. It was just a good overall game, man. It was just good. I mean, you know, it's crazy. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And so, I mean, you know, just when it looked like Kansas City was about to break the game open, the Titans came up with a big play.
Oh, yeah. And that was a good thing. There were a lot of huge plays in that game, man.
The defense made some good key stops, forced some punts. Mahomes had a few errant throws that went the Titans' way. So, I mean, you know, you got to have some of those breaks, you know, to win these type of games.
Absolutely.
And, you know, and like you said, the defense didn't play great, but they played good when they counted.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and Mahomes, you know, he's a great quarterback. You know, he threw over 400 yards. You just hope to stay in the game and kind of contain him somewhat.
The bottom line is this. If you just look at the stats, you think there's no way the Titans won that game.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, but, you know, overall, they got the win. I mean, granted, some things broke their way. Some things broke their way. Some things broke their way, man. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, it was just crazy.
So if you guys are out there tonight and hadn't suffered a mild stroke or a heart attack from the game, sit back, join us. We're going to talk about this game and look forward to after the bye week and see what's going on with the two-tone blue. And see, this could be a game that progresses them along in the season.
Yeah, it could propel them.
It could be one of those games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a critical game. A loss here would have been detrimental to the season.
Oh, yeah.
And they did what they had to do coming down the stretch.
Exactly right. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about this thing.
Let's get into it because, you know, the big news of the week was Pat Mahomes was going to play.
He was going to play.
After 2 weeks out, you know, some people thought he might have been getting rushed. I mean, you can see he wasn't as mobile as he normally is.
No, and he wasn't as accurate as he normally is. You know, so that was the one thing. You did see that. But the bottom line was, you know, he was ready to play. I had to give him credit. He made some great throws and everything, man.
Yeah, and so I wanted to see what he was going to look like coming back after the 2-week layoff. You know, were we going to sit back, were we going to pressure? And we'll talk more about that in a minute because me and you kind of was texting back and forth a little bit during the game. And
yeah, man. And,
you know, but I'm not, we'll talk about it in a minute because I want to give Dean Priest his credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
You know, so this team was known, Kansas City, is not a good run defense. So
right.
were we going to run the beast?
That's what I'm saying. What we going to feed him?
And we saw he got fed.
He got fed.
And see what happened.
And as Jabbar said, he had seconds.
He had seconds. He might have had some leftovers.
He had some leftovers too, man. That joker was running hard.
You know, Kansas City is known for having a stout front, D-line, Frank Clark, Chris Jones.
Yeah.
So how were we going to, do against those guys? And as you saw, Saffold had an issue during the game. You know, on a double team block with Ben Jones, they missed the block. And then the last thing I wanted to see was, could the offense score points to keep us in the game? And we saw that today.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, you know, it's just one of them crazy games, man. It's like, and you know, first of all, the crowd. I was expecting 80-20. You know, Kansas City, the Titans fan. No, it was like 90-10. Because, I mean, it was a sea of red jerseys, red shirts.
And they were making a lot of noise.
A lot of noise. They had the tomahawk chop going and everything, man. It was crazy. They were all around us, too.
All around us, and like you said, it was a lot of them in the stands.
Yep.
They had the Mahomes hat. Some of them had that.
Oh man, they had everything.
So it was, but again, we sent them back to KC with a loss. Which
absolutely.
So Kansas City gets to drive the ball first, and they drive down. The Titans put up somewhat of a struggle, but not really.
Well, here's the thing: they get the ball first.
Yeah.
First play from scrimmage. We thought we had an interception.
We thought. Ball hits the ground, though.
Ball hit the ground. That was a good call.
Yeah.
So, but then after that, unfortunately, typical of what happens with this defense. And I don't know. I think the bye comes at a great time because they don't get the turnover. They don't get the big play. Then they just give up a long drive.
They do. And every time.
It
they
seems like
get deflated so much.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they can't. I don't know, man. Like I said, I was trying to figure it out.
So Mahomes gets his first touchdown pass, shovel pass to Travis Kelce for 3 yards, 7 in KC. It was a great call. And then Tennessee gets the ball back, 3 plays, minus 5 yards. And then the sack I mentioned earlier was Sappho and Ben Jones on Chris Jones, and this ends up in a strip sack and, of course, a turnover by Tannehill. But again, the defense shows up and holds them to a field goal, which was critical. Because the touchdown now, that might be a difference in the game.
The game open.
That's right.
That was critical.
So Butler kicks a 30-yard field goal, goes up 10-0 for KC. Then we had a couple more punts by both teams, another sack given up. And then Tennessee gets the ball and, hits, Tannehill throws a great pass to Khalif Raymond.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice.
That was one of those
plays.
And
I'm going to say this, even though he was down. I mean, but what you got to give him credit for was the fact that he had the awareness. He didn't hear a whistle.
That's right.
He got up and went in. We thought he had scored. We thought but when they showed the replay, obviously he had been touched. He was down, but still, we got in the red zone and true to Titans form. And I will say this: ever since Tannehill's been starting, we get in the red zone. We score touchdowns.
We score points, and that's what's impressive because after those we swap punts back and forth. They come back and they hit Khalif Raymond in a 9-yard touchdown pass to Firkster. Right, it cuts the game 10-7. So you like the way this team is responding when they get some adversity when the other team jumps up.
They came back down the field. You had to give them the props for that with a big play action.
Yes.
They were and it was on first down, which we hadn't been seeing.
Right.
And it was play action, and he had plenty of time in the pocket. He threw a nice ball. Khalif Raymond made a good run, ran a good route, and got up under it.
Yep. And then the defense again comes back, and they create a big play. And Rashad Evans, man, he shows some speed.
Man, them Alabama boys can run, man. But no, Daquan Jones causes the fumble. Rashad Evans picks the ball up, and you got to give him his props, man, because you're right. He showed some wheels, man.
He did show some wheels.
Because he took off, man, and I almost thought he was going to get caught, but he took it on into the house, man.
Yeah, and so the defense shows up again. So let's talk about something real quick as we talk about the defense because like I said, we was texting back and forth.
Yeah.
So one of the things that and I think it was the Colts when they played KC showed that if you get up on them and you disturb their route off the line of scrimmage, you mess up the timing.
Right.
Pease, for whatever reason, had his guys 5-10 yards off the ball, free release, and as I think Jabbar has mentioned, he did. They had Woodyard in the zone on Tyreek Hill, which
does not work.
You know, nothing against Wesley Woodyard. He's a good pro and he's outstanding linebacker, but his speed gets him in trouble.
Let's be honest about it. That's if there's a flaw in this game, it's obviously his speed.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the way Dean Pease was playing that defense, I was struggling with it because, first of all, you're playing mostly zone, which I kind of understand with their team speed and everything. I can see that. But the problem I had with it was that you were playing zone, especially on third and long. You wasn't getting any pressure on the quarterback. Mm-hmm. They were going to sit in the zone, and they got a lot of yak yards, man.
A lot
of yak yards. I mean, guys were missing tackles, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was up in the stands. I'm like, these jokers went to the Michael Griffin School of Tackling. Because I'm serious. What they were doing, they were actually letting the guys catch the ball, come down, and they were breaking down to try to get ready to tackle him, which I didn't understand.
Right.
Because it didn't make any sense. I'm like, dude, you see him catching the ball. Go make the tackle. And then they were using bad technique on the tackle.
They were missing a lot of tackles.
A lot of
tackles that could have stopped the game for short yards. Instead, they get them, 9-10 yards. And
give them that first down. On a short pass that came up short, you there, you don't tackle.
Doris started this game off on a bad foot to me. You know, he was out of position, not making tackles like you mentioned, and then he was playing so far off the ball, he was out of position when the ball was thrown. Yeah, but I had to give him credit, and it goes with Dean Pease's adjustment that after the halftime, he started playing more man coverage and getting them over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and give Adoree Jackson his credit. He fought through this game. I had to give his props.
Yeah,
I mean, I give the whole defense credit. They never backed down. I mean, Chiefs went for over 500 yards on total offense, man, but the defense never backed down.
Definitely. So after the Titans run that touchdown back, the Chiefs come back and kick a field goal. So Succop misses the extra point. So
yeah,
this could have been a big play of the game, but 13-13 and a half. You look at the plays, and Kansas City is about double the amount of plays the Titans had in the first half.
Double the time of possession.
And in double the time of possession, you kind of wonder if the defense is going to start getting tired because they've been on the field a lot of the first half. And, against a potent offense like that, man, I'm telling you, it makes a difference.
It wears you out.
And what you saw, what happened to Kansas City, they got worn out in the second half.
Oh, absolutely.
So to have, like I said, 13-13, Titans come out. Taylor Lewan, man. What's going on with Taylor Lewan? Is it because he missed preseason pretty much as far as not playing with the ones?
You know what?
What's wrong with
I'll be honest with you. I wish I had an answer for what he's doing. But Vrabel's, to me, he's better than me. Because, I mean, after those 2 penalties, I was like, man, look, take him off the field.
He needed to be off the field.
Just take him off the field. I don't care if you take him off the field for a series. Take him off the field and let him think about what he's doing. Because he killed a good drive. I mean, we had a 3rd and long, converted it, and they call it back because, for some reason, he decides to hold.
He decided to hold.
We had a good run with Derrick Henry.
That's right.
And unnecessary roughness. Dude, what are you doing? I mean, really, in all honesty, I'm in agreement with the guys on the radio with this. The rest of the offensive line, they need to take him out to dinner like, look, dude, you got to cut this out. You're killing us. Man. I mean, we had a good drive going and then all of a sudden now, you're creating. He's doing the same thing he did 4 years ago. Well, just making stupid penalties, man. It just don't make any sense at all.
Right.
And he's supposed to be, and he is your number 1 lineman. Very athletic, can get the job done. But come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Come on, quit with these stupid penalties. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, that was just stupid penalty. That's all there is to it.
It was. And so the Titans have to punt, and then KC gets the ball, and Tyreek Hill goes wild, and 11-yard touchdown reception. Next point, no good. And so this is a 6-point game, 19-13, right?
Absolutely.
And so then the Beast got loose. 68-yard touchdown. Great blocking up front, man.
Great blocking up front.
That was a huge hole.
But he broke about what, 2 or 3 tackles on that run?
He broke right up, two tackles right in hold, and then he's faster than what people think. Again, he shows his speed, man.
Well, like I said, you see the Beast, man, when he gets in the open field. And if he gets ahead of you, nobody's gonna catch him from behind. But I will say this on that long run.
Yeah.
I got to give props where props.
Go ahead.
Tajay Sharp.
That was a great block by Tajay.
Great blocking, man.
And he held on to his block.
He held on to his block.
That's right.
Held his block, kept him going, Derrick Henry, and by the time the guy got loose, it was too late.
And I think somebody, it might have been during the week, had came on our page and asked, what would it take, how many touches would Derrick Henry need to win the game? And I said 25. He had 23 touches.
Yeah, 23 touches.
And you saw what happened.
Well, and you think about it, you take away that long run, he still had like 120 yards.
That's right.
Rushing. And was averaging about 5 yards a carry. He was brutalizing them, man. When it got down in the fourth, put it like this: if we had a good lead in the fourth quarter,
the game was
going to be a wrap because they didn't want to tackle him no more.
Well, you saw they were very tired on defensive line because not only was he running the ball, but we were throwing the ball, so they had to pass rush and then try to tackle him at the same time.
But you also saw another thing today too, which actually is the first time they've done that all year.
What's that?
They went quick tempo on the offense, man.
They did. And you know what else they did? They left Derrick Henry in a lot of third down plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deion Lewis didn't have that many touches today or many plays. I don't know how many.
But he had a couple of good blocks, though.
He did.
He had a couple of good blocks.
Pickups,
but that's what I'm saying, though. He's not the focal point of your offense.
That's right.
So it ain't about trying to get him going. Deion Lewis needs to understand his role and do what he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. He comes in on third down. You're to catch the ball and you're the pass block. That's your focus.
That's right.
It ain't about you getting your touches because you're not the focal point of the offense.
Not the focal point of the
offense.
So,
I was impressed with his blocking. I was impressed with the way they used Derrick Henry. They kept him in on third downs. on a lot of the third and longs too. So it was great to see him out there and he caught a couple of good passes.
He did. He caught one across the middle.
One across the middle and everything. Yeah. So it shows you that his hands have improved.
Yeah.
You just got to give him the opportunity. And plus, you always, and again, we said at the beginning of the season, you got to give him a ball that he can catch.
You got to give him a ball.
He don't have wide receiver hands.
That's right.
So he's not gonna make the acrobatic catch or the catch outside of his reach zone or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you give him a good ball to catch, he will catch it.
He will. And guys, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G Witt.
Tighten up, man. I'm trying to keep the throat moist, man. It was a rough game today.
The Titans pulled off a nail biter, 35-32.
A true nail biter, man.
To go into the bye week at 5-5.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ask for much more.
Oh, no.
Considering the last few weeks for this football team. So, KC comes back again. They kick a field goal, Bucker, 43 yards. And, that's aided by a fourth down conversion by Dan Williams. And a man-to-man coverage for Rashad Evans decided to go ahead and rush Mahomes instead of stay with his man and gave him first down.
Gave up the first down.
But again, held him to a field goal.
Kept him in the game.
Right.
Absolutely.
Titans get back the ball, another sack, another punt. And then,
wait,
go ahead. Go ahead and speak on that one.
Yeah, Tannehill, man, has got to quit taking these sacks, man.
He does. I'm afraid he ain't going to get up on time.
I mean, because okay, most of the sacks he took tonight, they really were not on the offensive line.
I agree with you.
Some of them like, dude, you back there for 3 seconds and nobody's broke open.
Right.
Throw the ball away.
He's got to either throw it away. He's got to get it down to his check down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take the 2.
One time he took off running. I'm like, he just ran right into a sack. I was like, dude, really?
And the Chris Jones. That's right. His second one.
I'm like, really? I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, he got that dog. He showed some dog. I saw somebody make that comment.
Yeah, but you're right, Taylor. He holds the ball too long. You know, him and Mariota got the same disease.
Yes, so good coverage by Logan Ryan on the long touchdown pass. He was kind of out of position. He missed the tackle to Harmon as he come back. The Chiefs come back, 63-yard touchdown pass.
Right.
And go up 29-20. So, then I'm like, all right, so now we've got to come back and score. And, man, did they come back or what? 10 plays, 75 yards.
That was a
Derrick
great drive.
Henry.
Derrick Henry,
TD run.
One TD run, man. But he was running down the throat.
That was the key play of the drive. Yeah. Tannehill scrambled for 12.
Oh, yeah.
13, and he took somebody with him.
Took somebody with him.
That's right. So that was that dog that somebody mentioned.
Yeah, he drove. He drove for that because he was stopped short.
That's right. He was.
But he kept his legs grinding, man, and made a great play. So you got to give him props for that.
And I agree with you. That is some facts that Mariota doesn't have that dog in him.
No,
that's the difference.
No,
that's what you see.
But again, like you said, what you saw in Tannehill today was the fact that you saw his want to.
Right.
We want to win.
That's right.
So we're gonna do what we got to do to make the plays and everything. He was a little tentative and taking off sometimes, but when he had the opportunity on that play to get that first down, he took it, drove the DB back because they didn't hit like us. They didn't get a good tackle. They tackled him up high, kept his legs grinding, and got the first down.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Deion. Tannehill is showing that leadership. He's taking advantage of this opportunity.
Absolutely.
He's been on it. He came in as a backup. He knew his career hadn't been like he should have been, and so he's taking advantage. He's showing the leadership on his team. Exactly what this team needed. Right?
Exactly. I mean, and the thing about him is he's, it's not perfect every time, but he's making those passes. He's getting the ball out. Guys are making catches for him. It was absolutely great to watch.
And he's not having flashy stats, but what he's doing? He's managing the game. He's not turning the ball over.
Not much.
Not much, but he's throwing touchdown passes in the red zone.
In the red zone, we're scoring 6.
Scoring 6 in the red zone. So, 29-27, then KC comes back down and kicks another field goal. One thing they mentioned in the game, which I thought was pretty impressive, is that they had the most 20-yard plays in the NFL, which was 16 at the time of the game.
KC?
Yeah.
They had about 20 more today.
right. And on a bad note, the Titans had the most negative yard plays in the NFL. Right. They're 83 to this point. That and Tony Romo was saying the whole game, this offense is not built to recover from mistakes like KC could. Right. Which we've got to take advantage of the opportunities that come along.
Exactly.
Turnovers and missed tackles by the other team. And the catching those hard. AJ Brown almost made a great catch on that fourth down,
man. I thought he had it. The DB thought he had it.
Yes.
I mean, if he could have got his hands on it, I think it would have been a catch, man. It would have been one of the most acrobatic catches we see. But he made some. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. You have your main receiver is out. Corey Davis is out.
Yep.
AJ Brown is in.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't target him till 7 minutes left to go in the game,
7
man.
minutes left in the game.
I mean, like, what the?
I don't know, man.
And give him his credit when he got the target, caught the ball, ran the ball,
Turn it upfield.
It was a great catch, man.
Yeah.
All hands. That joker got huge hands, man. Made his catch, turned it upfield, and boom, we ended up going to 4 score.
And, on that last drive that the Titans had, again, Taylor Lewan, a sack and a penalty, a false start, and puts the team behind the chains. And you got a 4th and 17 that you got to convert to win the game. He got some problems though, man. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Somebody says because he's not on that juice no more.
I don't know what it is. All I know is mentally, it just, like I said, mentally he's not disciplined.
Right.
Let's just be honest about it. He's just not playing disciplined football. And that's the problem you have. Now he's leading the team in penalties because the guy who was leading the team is on IR. So he's leading the team in penalties. Your main offensive lineman. Can't happen like that, man. And he's giving up big penalties. He ain't giving up small ones.
Right. So let's talk about the play calling real quick before we move on to the rest of the game. So Arthur Smith, what kind of job did he do today, in your opinion?
It was, like I said, it was a much better job because, again, okay, let's just go back over the last couple of games. You play against Tampa Bay.
Right.
Number 1 against the run, close to last against the pass. What do?
300-yard game.
You try to run the ball on them.
Right.
And like you're not playing play action or anything. Then you go against Carolina. Great against the pass, not good against the run, and your main running back only has 2 carries in the first half.
Right.
This time, you see Kansas City could not stop the run, and they actually ran the ball consistently.
Ran the ball. That's right.
But they also, for the first time in I don't know when, used play action on first down.
Good point. That's right.
And was throwing the ball effectively. They finally woke up and started using the middle of the field.
Yeah. That's
because
right.
that was driving me nuts. I'm like, you got these long pass plays, but everybody's running outs.
That's right.
The whole middle of the field is wide open. Nobody's running a slant.
And corners. Yeah.
Like nobody's running a slant. I'm like, what kind of
no end cuts, no nothing.
Nothing. I'm like, and even Jonnu Smith. It took them a while before they started, but once they started using the middle of the field, hey, Lord Mahomes, catches started happening.
Yeah, Corey Davis is out because of a hip today, so that is correct. We'll see him after the bye, hopefully, if it's nothing serious. Kansas City has the ball. Mahomes, great defense again to hold him to 3rd down, and then Mahomes, they come out and throw a pass and great coverage. Mahomes has to take a sack, and then they line up for the field goal. How bad is that? The snapper snapped the field goal, snapped to the holder, and he wasn't even ready. Which, hey, we'll take that.
I mean, we had to take it.
Right.
But here's the thing about it, man, and I'll be honest with you. Okay, let's be real. We had the 4th and 17.
The 4th and 17, right?
All right. They don't make it. He tried to throw an incredible pass to AJ Brown. He doesn't make the catch.
A great pass, by the way.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
Great pass.
I mean, and now, like you said, almost a great catch.
Yeah.
So you get back, Kansas City get the ball, and you know what they're gonna do because it's under 2 minutes. They're gonna run the ball. Because they're running the clock.
Right.
Now they're running the ball. We're stopping them. We get them in 3rd and 3, and Vrabel smartly for one of the few times I can say this, using his timeouts well.
He did. He really did. You're exactly right.
And Mahomes takes a sack.
Yeah.
He calls no joy. He just slides, takes a sack, and sets everything up. Now, mind you, after the 4th and 17, the most of the stadium cleared out.
I bet they did.
They cleared out. And I'll be the first one to say I was ready to go. Because I'm like, man, this is done.
Yeah.
But, everybody else that was in the group, they weren't leaving. So I'm like, okay, guys, so we're just going to sit here and watch this to the end. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I'm going to tell you that is definitely true because...
That's the best thing you can say because they fumbled the snap, and then on top of that, the holder makes the decision to throw the ball away because he didn't want to take a sack.
That's right, intentional grounding.
But it was intentional grounding because there was no one in the area.
That is exactly right.
And on top of that, what I didn't even realize about it was the fact that intentional grounding is really a 10-yard penalty. but there's always a spot. You know, because I'm like, it's a spot penalty, so I knew that. But because the spot was less than 10 yards, we got an extra 3 yards out of that deal. so like I said, sometimes and all of a sudden, what happens? First play.
That's right.
Tannehill's back there to pass. Nobody's open. Middle of the field's wide open. He runs for 23 yards.
That's right.
All of a sudden, we're on.
It's on. The ball is moving. And then Adam Humphrey shows up, makes a great man.
His only catch
and it was
of the game. It was a great route
because he did a little dig to the out, and the DB went that way.
And he cut back on, caught the ball, took it in, and then the miracle of all miracles. It showed you things were starting to go our way, man. For the first time, I originally said 5 years, but it's been 4 years. We made a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. And he ran somebody over.
And
he got him to talk to him.
He's supposed to
talk to him too.
He's supposed to.
He got trucked by the quarterback, Holmes. Bro, he got trucked.
But. Okay.
Let's talk about that because I know where you're going.
But.
Why? You rushed 2 guys.
Well, no. First of all, why squib kicking?
Why? That's okay. Thank you, because I about forgot that. Why squib kicking to a guy that's got blazing speed?
Kick it deep and kick it out the end zone. Start him on the 25.
And they got 3 timeouts.
Secondly, back to your point.
Yeah,
you've been playing rush 4, cover 2 zone the whole game. They gotta go what, 40, 30 yards?
Yeah.
If they're at the 25, they gotta go further, but they were at the 36 or something like that.
36, 37.
So, they only gotta go like maybe 30 yards, 40 yards, something like that.
To get button up try, yeah.
You only rushed 1.
Right,
because Harold Landry didn't do anything.
No, he spied.
And everybody else was playing mega deep. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
That just blew my mind because you obviously made the best adjustment for your team in the second half by playing man defense and getting up in their faces. Now, granted, they did beat you on some routes, but they had to work to get that ball to those receivers, and it messed up the time and gave the defensive line a chance to get into the backfield, right?
Absolutely.
But then on that, you rush 2 guys for 1, like you said, and you give up a 40-some yard pass, and here they are in field goal range already. And so
you had a couple things go your way.
Yeah.
First of all, the first play, dude catches the ball, they run him out of bounds.
That's right.
6 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
Next play, Mahomes does a smart thing.
Incomplete. Throws the
ball away. If nothing's open right away, throws it out of bounds. Yeah. Then the play of the game.
But I'm going to tell you, if you look at that replay, he was outside.
I looked at the replay, and I'll be honest with you. Now,
it was close. If anything, it was close.
I would put it like this. If you remember the Tampa Bay game, the first play from scrimmage, we said the guy was offside.
He was, yeah.
All right. I looked at the replay, and I was like, he either timed that snap perfect and got ahead of everybody, or he was offside.
It was close.
But he said, now, I give Kalu credit. Yeah. Kalu said, I've been timing the snap, the cadence.
Yeah.
He said, and they had not changed it.
Hey.
He said, now, I almost got there once.
He did.
He said, so when they did it again, I saw they wasn't changing the cadence. I went because I knew and that's what makes it look like it was offside because
as soon as the ball moved, he's gone.
No, he's gone, and he was past the guy and just made a phenomenal play.
Outstanding, man.
Outstanding play and once you do that, the game's over.
Yeah.
But give LaShawn Sims his credit. He picks up the ball and he's trying to score.
Yeah, he was gonna score, but hold on to the ball.
Just hold on to the ball. All you had to do was fall on it, but that's okay.
It was great time with Will, and I think Dion. Why do we tend to run zone? I'm gonna give Peace his credit for the second half adjustment he made by going man coverage. But like when you was texting back and forth, why not get up in their face? We know Tyreek Hill's a burner. We know that. That's why you got safety over the top.
And they played the safety over the top.
That's right. And so when they started playing man and getting up in their face and knocking them off their routes, you saw what happened. Now, we slowed them down. We didn't stop them completely, but it changes the dynamic of the game, right?
No, it definitely was a difference maker, man. But like I said, the thing about it is when you look at this game, there was a lot of questionable things going on. Until I got home and saw the replay on the fumble by Tannehill, I was ticked off at Vrabel, man. But when I saw the replay, I was like, okay, it was a fumble. But I'm looking at him like, dude, in the game, you couldn't really see it. I'm like, dude, man, you challenged that.
Well, the reason why he didn't challenge is because they review all turnovers.
Right.
And so, yeah, it looked like he had his hand on the ball, like he
Yeah.
possessed it back. You know.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought he had possession.
Yeah,
of
I
the
did
ball.
too.
So you know,
if they would have ruled it on the field the other way, they probably wouldn't have got over.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. It's just going to go like that. So, you know, because I mean, he came up with the ball. The guy didn't take the ball away from him, so I don't see why he got the turn. You know, they call it the turnover, but neither here nor there. Dean Pease, again, I'm concerned about how he's managing the defense. Some of the play calls he does on that is really bugging to me. I thought Arthur Smith finally had a good game today.
Yeah.
Considering, and I mean, this is the first good game in a long time.
In a long time, you're right.
Considering the fact that he went hurry up to try to get the team in a rhythm, which I thought was really good.
That was a great adjustment.
I mean, you do that. I mean, because what you want to do is get your one, you want to wear the defense down, but two, you want to get your offense an opportunity to get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And with a quick offense, that will happen. So.
But like you said, it was great by Arthur Smith to get the rhythm going, and then I think he saw that the defense was getting a little tired, Kansas City, because they had been on the field, and Derrick Henry was running the rock, and I mean, you tell you how you get it though, man. For the football team,
look,
5-5 going to the bye.
5-5 and going to the bye. The Colts lost today.
The Colts lost to the Dolphins today. The Texans and the Jags are on the bye week, and so just really about just a game or so out of 5-5. The Texans are 6-3, and the Jags 4-5, and the Colts 5-4. So with a lot of division still left, man. A lot of division still left.
Well,
and,
if this game could be a launching pad,
it might. You never know, man.
But like I said, really right now, I still say the same thing. You're playing for respectability.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. You gave up 500 yards in offense, man.
Mm-hmm.
500. I mean, they pretty much time of possession. They had it for 37 minutes, 51 seconds. We had it for 22 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yeah.
That is a ton of time. Now, granted, a lot of that was in the first half. We had better time of possession in the second half, but still. I mean, they were 7 for 14 on third down. We were 2 for 8.
2 for 8. That's right.
I mean, you
look for 4 in the third quarter.
Yeah,
right? So.
I'm saying like you look at some of this stuff, man. You look at the stats. They had 28 first down. We had 19.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes had 433 yards passing. Tannehill had 146.
Yeah, like I said, Tannehill's numbers aren't flashy, but he's accurate, 13 of 18.
Yep.
And he protected the ball for the most part, as you mentioned earlier. And the biggest thing that stands out really is the beast got fed today. 188 yards on 23 carries, 2 touchdowns.
8 yards a carry.
8 yards a carry.
And you take out the long one, it ends up being 5 yards a carry. I'm sorry, he was running the rock. And I mean with authority.
With authority. He was running people over.
Yeah.
And, no turnovers. There one turnover this week and 2 sacks, And so, again, the defense shows up when they needed to.
Yeah.
Didn't have the best of games, but they made plays.
Actually, they didn't have a great game at all, really.
Yes.
But, if you really talk about it, but the bottom line was they made plays when they had to. The offense actually came to play, which is what makes it good.
That's right, Deion. That's right. Who had 35? Who had 32?
Exactly. It's all about the win, baby.
It doesn't matter.
It's all about the win.
If it's about 50, it's about 1. It's a win. A win is a win.
In the NFL, a win is a win.
That's right. A win
it's all
is
about
a win.
the win. You're at 500. You got a chance to do some things, but you got to play better.
Going to the bye, and then coming out the week after that against Jacksonville at home in a 3:05 kickoff. And so the division ramps up, man. You got 4 out of the next 6 games, division games, and
absolutely.
Division right there for the taking.
Well, you got the Colts losing today helped out. I mean,
that helped out a bunch.
I mean, we won't be playing against Brian Hoyer. We'll be playing against Jacoby Brissett. I'm guaranteed he's going to be back.
Yeah, but can't rely on these other teams, man. Got to handle business. You got to come out.
You got to do what you got to do, man. And the bottom line is, when you really think about it, the Titans, you have to be honest about it. Can they run the table? Anything's possible. I'd be the first one to admit today I wasn't expecting to come out with a win. I was expecting to come out with a loss. I thought pretty much they were going to wear us out.
It looked like it looked,
and it started off that way
at the beginning. Yeah,
but they came to. I give them the props. They came to play. They played hard. I think they did Mike Vrabel a big service with the way they played today. The fact that they were fighting the whole time and everything, they kept going at it, even though they were giving up big plays. But we made our own big plays.
Yeah.
I mean, we made some pretty big, huge plays. I mean, the fumble return for a touchdown, Derrick Henry's long run, the long pass to Khalif Raymond And
took some shots downfield, right?
Yeah, took some shots downfield. Anthony First making a great touchdown catch. Tajay Sharp on that long first down pass.
Great catch.
Way to get his feet down.
Great throw too on the couple too.
AJ Brown staying focused when the ball came to him, made the catch. Adam Humphries, same thing. When the ball came to him, made the catch.
Jonnu Smith made some good catches today.
And so you start seeing these things, and you like what you saw. The question is, can they build on it?
Yeah, we got to be more consistent on the offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if the consistency on the offensive line and can show up week in and week out, this offense to go, it's no limits to what
But I agree. But the thing you got to remember, though, too, in all honesty, going into these last few, you got to remember who you are.
That's right.
You got to remember who you are. You got to run that pill.
You got to run that football.
And the thing about it is, and you got to use that knowledge that everybody knows you're going to run the ball to take advantage of play action on first down. Because everybody's biting on the run.
That's right.
Because our tendency is always to run the ball the first play of the game.
And we've got to start putting our guys in position to make plays.
Yeah.
And, if you see the zone is not working, go ahead and play man. That's why you got safety. That's why you got one of the best, if not the best safety in the NFL.
Yeah.
Bayer playing D, who's a ball hawk and who can get over the top.
Yeah.
And so why not play man coverage and put him back there to play center field like he does?
Yeah, but the main thing you're looking for, hopefully he comes back after the bye week. You get your Jarrell Casey back, you get Jayon Brown back.
That's right.
And that helps you out. Especially it's going to help. I thought Jeffrey Simmons had a good game today.
He did.
I thought the front, but I have my problems with Dean Smith on these third and longs. Dean Pease rather on these third and longs with only putting one defensive lineman in the game, not rushing the pass, and I'm like, it just drives me crazy.
It does, man. And I would like to hear his logic behind some of those.
I would too.
Some of those schemes he's running.
I'm yielding to him. He's been in the game longer than I have, but I still say I'm wondering about it, and that's a good point. Tannehill never did have these weapons.
He didn't. You're
Not
right.
in Miami.
You're right. And I think you see the difference, man. He's got some guys that can catch the ball, and Tannehill's got a good arm. I never really realized it because I haven't seen him play that much until he got to
He's got a good arm, but he got to quit holding on to the ball.
He got to quit holding the ball and make a decision just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, get rid of the ball, man.
Don't get himself hurt.
He's gonna get himself killed.
Yeah, because he's been taking some big shots.
Yeah.
And so, guys, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G. Witt. The Titans come away with a 35-32 victory at the end.
Yeah.
Pamphile, man, I don't know what's going on with Pamphile.
Man,
He's holding the roster spot right now.
I don't know.
They hadn't said anything about it.
They hadn't said anything about it. He's still dealing. As far as we know, he's still dealing with the knee injury.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were holding him out, trying to wait for the bye week to come around. I mean, our third round pick played pretty decent today, but you get ready to get into the mix because Khalil Campbell is coming.
Yeah, because Chris Jones bull rushed.
Yeah. So
that was those guys, the Sappho.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, bull rush back to Sappho, man. You got to put some lead in your pocket or something.
Man, something. You got to get something because obviously you took a little bit too light in the rear end, man. The way you get the Buffalo. I mean, it started like that in the preseason. It's been like that the whole season.
So a bye week, right? A bye week coming up for the Titans. Maybe get some bodies back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off in the reserve.
Corey Davis comes back. Jarrell, Jayon Brown comes back. Hopefully if that happens. And again, if they can just get the offense clicking.
Get the offense clicking, and so we'll see, man.
Yeah.
It's good to be 5-5 at the break, and
I
didn't
expect it. So
yeah, right. I mean, like I said, looking at that first half and that first couple of drives,
the first quarter, man, I was like, oh man, here we go. Here we go.
Fortunately, they had a holding penalty on the negated that second touchdown.
Yeah.
But we would have been down 14.
Real with the quicks.
So
third and long, and just for on the defense side, third and long is our nemesis, man.
It seemed like a lot here lately.
It's our nemesis, man. We cannot stop anybody on third and long.
Well, if you're not gonna run any other exotic blitzes other than that slot corner blitz, man, at least play man coverage and put your DBs up in their face, man. You can give a defensive line a chance to get to the quarterback.
Man.
Do something different. Because, man, that slot corner blitz is not working anymore.
Everybody knows and they were reading it.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get
a ride in the slot. You know he's coming.
They were doing a good job picking it up.
Yeah. Now they did. Sharif, Harold Landry, and Sharif did that. They both had some edge and heat today.
Yeah. But you had nothing coming up the middle.
You had nothing coming up the middle. No push. And so we'll see, man. Thanks guys for joining us. We thank you for the love, the support, the questions, the comments. I know we didn't get all the statements and all the questions. We'll answer them after the show.
Yeah.
But hey, man, thank you for joining us. Ed out there, G-Wit.
Tighten up, baby.
Adjustments. Bye week next week.
Yeah, but we got to be back next week, man.
We'll be back next week.
We got to be back next week.
We're gonna talk about the AFC South and we'll look at
talk
some
about
other
where
things.
we are as a team. Man.
Yeah, and,
we got to be back.
And then we'll come back and prepare for the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags, 305.
Nissan Stadium.
Yeah, I just have to head straight over, man, because that's a late game.
So again, guys, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for the support. Share the show if you like it, and remember we got that at YouTube. H/T adjustments on YouTube. It out there. G-Wit. We got
Titans win, baby.
Another heart throbbing.
The cardiac Titans,
victory.
baby. The cardiac Titans.
Cardiac.
And I don't know how many people gonna be able to stand this one, man. That bad boy kick you. Woo!
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support, the love, and we out of here. See y'all next time.
Peace.